Taking it out of the box, this is what you get. Here is the water flosser, and you get 7 different tips included with the water flosser. I'll go through those first. First of all, you get the classic tip. This is just your basic Waterpik tip, and if you have had a previous Waterpik, your old picks will be the same design as this. So you get 3 of those, and those are color-coded for different family members. Then you get a toothbrush tip, and just simply has a little soft bristle toothbrush at the end of it there. Then you get a plaque seeker tip. This has got 3 small little tiny brushes at the end of it. Then there's the orthodontic tip, which is going to be great for people with braces or orthodontics. And then the final tip is the pickpocket tip, and this is for people who have periodontal disease, and you only use this tip at the very lowest setting of the Waterpik. So those are the picks that are included. The water flosser itself has storage for just 2 tips, and they go inside here, and they just one tip in our house is always on the Waterpik, and whoever is the other person would get their pick out of here. But technically you could have 3 people using this, leave 1 on the water flosser itself, and then you'd have 2 additional tips storing inside there. Now this is the handle, and the tip just inserts into the handle and clicks into place. This is how you release the tip, and this also has a 360-degree rotation. So while you're flossing, while the tip is in your mouth, you can use this to help guide the flow to where you need it to go. And then you can temporarily stop the flow of water using the on-off switch here, but this does not turn off the motor on the Waterpik. You do that on the unit itself. So the way this operates is you have a water reservoir here, and when this is completely filled up, you can run the Waterpik at 10, which is the highest setting. It'll run for 1.5 minutes. I find 10 to be a little too strong for me, so I usually run it at about 8, and it will last a little bit longer. Actually, if you have this at the lowest setting, with almost no pressure, this will run for well over 3 minutes, but it really doesn't do much at that lowest pressure except when you're using the periodontal pick, which I showed you earlier. One nice new feature of the Waterpik is that it does give you a little stutter, sort of a pause after 30 seconds. Waterpik recommends that you use this for 1 minute, so you'd use it for 30 seconds on your top teeth and 30 seconds on your bottom teeth, and it does give you a little 30-second pause at the 30-second mark, and then once again at the 1 minute mark it'll give another pause, and that is the only other pause that it will give is at the 1 minute mark. I actually prefer to floss for longer, and because of the water reservoir I am able to floss for 1.5 minutes, plenty of time. Now the water reservoir does have markings on it for how much water is in there. To me those really aren't too important, but it is strange that they put them so that when you have the reservoir on the machine they're backwards, they're not facing out where you can see them. It would make a lot more sense if they were on this edge here, but like I said, that's really not a big deal. This is very lightweight, and now I've had a previous Waterpik version here, the WP100. It has so much more solid feel to it. In fact, this weighs 1,100 grams, and the new one only weighs 610 grams, so it's almost half as heavy. It just feels cheap because of the light weight, but hopefully everything inside is as good a quality. So here's what makes the Waterpik tick. Got a little motor here. This is the pump down here, circuit board, and then over here is where the water goes in from the reservoir, and then these are the electronic switches and such. So there's not a whole lot in there, and the case is very thin, and that helps explain why it's so lightweight compared to the older model. Now you do have a pressure gauge here. This goes from 1 to 10, so you can have the pressure suit the sensitivity of your teeth. I was asked by someone to demonstrate the flow of water in the Waterpik, and while I'm at it I'll just show the handle. This is the little lever that lets you remove a tip. You just push it up and then the tip snaps in. Then you can rotate the tip when it's in your mouth like this, let you get all the different angles that you need. And then this is the on-off switch on the handle that lets you stop the flow of water. So that helps you turn the unit on and then get it in your mouth before you turn it on. So this is the flow of water. Now this is at the highest setting right now. Probably you wouldn't start off at that setting. I'm going to turn this down to about 6, which is what I usually use. So I don't know if that helps or not, but that is the flow of the water. This is the on-off button, and then this is a new feature called the massage feature, and basically that cycles the pressure on and off rapidly. So I'm going to put some water in here just so you can get a sense of how loud this might be. And let me plug it in. This is the on-off button. So I'm talking my normal voice, and obviously you can hear this, but it's not exceedingly loud. It's not too loud at all. It's about comparable in loudness to the other Waterpik that I used to use, the WP100, and actually I still do use it. Now this is got a 53-inch cord on it. The depth of the unit here is about 4.5 inches. However, it's really closer to 5 inches if you figure out the little bit of cord strain relief that sticks out from the back. And it's about 8 inches tall. It's about 5.5 inches wide. The footprint, the actual bottom part of it, is 4 3/4 by 3 3/4, and there are some little rubber pads here to help prevent it from sliding around. The extension of the Waterpik itself, this can extend to 34 inches at its maximum, but you probably wouldn't want to use it at that maximum length. You'd just have it more about like this probably. In my written review, I do mention that it's not as easy to coil the cord or to put the handle in the holder, and I just want to show you that this is how it fits. It's just really kind of hard to get everything in there. Now this is the older version, so it's easier to get the cord in, and this just has a larger surface here for the handle to fit in. This one here is just a little more tricky. The Waterpik is essential for my dental hygiene. I don't floss anymore. I just use the Waterpik Water Flosser, and I really like it. I'm just a little disconcerted here by the light weight of this. It just feels a little cheap. I hope they haven't cheapened it up inside. All in all, I'm very happy with the Waterpik Water Flosser. I think it's really essential dental hygiene. Your dentist, hygienist will be very happy when they see you after you've been using this for a while, because it does an excellent job of cleaning between your teeth and keeping your gums healthy. So let me just turn this on one more time. I want you to hear the difference between the regular on, that's at the high pressure, that's about 6, that's about 1, and this is the massage. So that's it. I really like it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. I'll answer it if I can. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a great day.